Donnies Week In Rage. Let's go. Little music from the butt trumpets.
Yeah, mother, I hate you. You, yeah! I'm pissed. I'm pissed. I'm so pissed off. I'm so pissed. I'm pissed. I'm so pissed off. I'm so pissed off.
All right, so it's Donnie Fandango's Week In Rage, and you guys know how this works. Donnie's just been keeping mental notes of all the things that have been, chewing his ass over the past week or so.
2 weeks
really.
of rage built up.
Yeah. And Donnie is just ready to go, so we're going to get to it. Here's Donnie and his Week In Rage.
I don't understand why when I go to a Cardinal game, and last week I went and I saw the Cardinals and the Nationals, I don't understand why when I go to the ballpark to see my team play, if the Cardinals are not playing the Cubs, what are you doing, Cubs fan, coming into Busch Stadium with your Cubs hat, your Cubs jersey, your Cubs t-shirt? You trying to prove something that you're Jimmy super fan, that Cubs fans are like the greatest? I think it's stupid. I went to Wrigley a couple of times. 2 nights in a row, I saw the Cubs and the Marlins. Don't care about the Cubs, don't care about the Marlins. Didn't wear a Cardinal shirt just to prove to everybody that I was a huge Cardinal fan. I just went as a baseball fan. I think it's totally, completely unnecessary, and I think it just goes to prove and boils down to just one thing, and one thing only, that Cubs fans are gigantic, huge, massive douchebags. A little bit of a side note to the Cardinals. If they don't score some runs soon, my head might for real explode. Last night was killing me watching that game, letting them leave runners in scoring position. Matt Holliday with the damn bases loaded. Come on, man. Pull it together, boys. Or those sons of bitches Cubs are going to catch up. Maybe these Reds, all right? A couple of other things here. I didn't do a lot of stuff over the course of the last 2 weeks. I kind of pared it down. But here's one thing I wanted to talk about. It kind of ran in with you guys being gone last week. Our corporate suits. What do I have to do to get this job? All right? Month or so back, these geniuses are here, and they're making decisions that are very important and so, must do for us, like moving our commercial breaks from 13 past the hour, or from 15 past the hour to 13 past the hour. Don't talk about a contest more than an hour ahead of time. Really? This is what you get paid to do and think about? We need this kind of job because I know you're making a lot more money than I am. All right? Also, too, all right, they talk about that people like...
That's so true. They moved the commercial breaks from 15 to 13.
Yeah, 2 minutes, all right? They say people like familiarity and not new songs. And to a certain extent, I'm sure that that's true. People like to sing along in their car. But I've sat in these meetings before, and what a huge, gigantic waste of time that these things are and what these people do. I can't believe how much these guys completely overthink an amazingly fun and amazingly great thing like radio. They overthink it. They take all the spontaneity and fun out of it, and they're so unplugged from day-to-day, like, station operations. I can't believe we listen to these guys. Like, I honestly cannot believe that we listen to these guys. They tell us what to play when we are in our market every day, talking to our listeners, seeing them out at shows, seeing what they buy tickets for, but this 50-year-old guy comes in from LA and starts saying, no, that's wrong, no, that's wrong, no, that's wrong. And then the maddening part is we do what they tell us to do.
Dude, his eyes are going to pop out of his head.
It drives me, I'm telling you what, that corporate side of things absolutely drives me nuts. They're nice men. They obviously do something right because they've had their jobs for freaking forever. But you know what? We're not Power 105 in LA. We're not a hip-hop station in Southern California. We're a rock station in the middle of America. Why don't you just let us alone? Let us do what we do. Why did you hire us music people if you're not going to take our advice and let us do what we do, okay?
Where do you see the video, man? He is worked up.
I hate ass kissers so much. So much. I know they get further than I do in life, so they're obviously doing something more than I do. But there is a couple of particular ass kissers that are in this building that drive me so freaking crazy, I want to throw up. All right? They're always, hey, how's it going? What's up? Do-do-do-do-do-do. But then you know when you leave the room that they're talking smack. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Ass kissers, just save it. Just save it. Don't talk to me. I don't need it. I know it's phony baloney, all right? And here's my last thing. And this just goes out to some of my people in South County, all right? I've said this before. I never thought that I'd be a guy that loved to live in South County, but I do, man. I really do, and we're going to stay there, all right? But hey, you. At Lindbergh and Lee May Ferry, when you pull up to the stoplight there in your crappy Ford Taurus with a huge, gigantic sound system, can you at least not make the S rattle? Can you at least not make it rattle, okay? I'll put up with your terrible hip-hop music. I'll put up with your rims. I'll put up with your tinted windows and all of the dents on the car, which I would think you would want to get fixed before you got all that other stuff. But can you at least, please, not make it rattle? It is not impressive in the least. You look like a tool.
How could you even appreciate music at a volume that loud?
Dude, I'm not trying to be an old
It sounds like a 3/4 empty coffee can full of screws.
Dude, it's like when people turn up the bass all the way.
Listen.
How could you just hear bass?
You listen to the music however you want to do it. I'm not trying to be an old man here. You know, when I'm doing my cruising or what have you, I'm listening to my punk rock very loud. But it just looks ridiculous and silly, and every time I'm at Lindbergh and Lee May, every time there's somebody. So you know what, dudes? That's all I got, and I do feel better, and I do thank you very much.
Donnie! Hey! Donnie
Fandango!
Donnie!
Hells yes!
All right, we got a text here from the 618. Do you care to address this? 618 says, the only douchebag is you. Cardinal fans are nowhere near as loyal as Cub fans.
I'm sorry, man. I can't hear you with championship rings in my ear. I can't hear anything that you say because winning is just what we do. That's just what happens around here. That's why when we're still in first place, we're still pissed off because we're not in first place by 10 games. Can you say that, Cubs fans? With those douche nozzles that you have on the corner there, Derek Lee and Aramis Ramirez and that Carlos Zambrano, oh my God, making $17 million to be a crappy middle reliefman? 618, 2 words for you. Suck it.
F_K you.
Yeah, there he is, Donnie Fandango, everybody. And that's your mother effing Week in Rage.